Hello guys and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. Today's video is going to be about how to build the perfect base for ourselves. Doesn't matter if it's going to be forestry base or farm base or wherever. So pretty much first thing that you need to have is vision. You have to have some kind of a idea where you want to put certain stuff, like where do you want to be your house, and where do you want to store your farm equipment or forestry equipment. So you just need to understand what works best for you. So for example, in this area, I mean, this map is about forestry and mining, so we're gonna probably need some area where we can park our trucks. So for the sake of this video, I started with 10 million euros. Keep in mind that this is gonna be some kind of a hole where you're gonna store your vehicles. All of the mining equipment is big and it's massive pretty much. So you're gonna need a big hole where you're gonna store your equipment, and the logging equipment is pretty much the same. So you're gonna have to find some area where you can park that kind of a vehicles. So make sure the area where you put all of the buildings is, you know, pretty even. And like this area right here, I'm gonna show you real quick. Just make sure that it's even everywhere, so you're not gonna have trouble when parking. Of course, this is gonna cost a lot of money, so make sure if you're building your base that you have money. That's the most important thing to start with. And right now I'm gonna search for this garage. So when you put it here, you're gonna have to buy some equipment probably, or you're gonna already have equipment, hopefully. There are, you know, better garages, but they're not very big, especially for the excavators. If you're using excavators or let's say harvesters, this garage is better for trucks, in my opinion. But of course, you can use it if you like it. But I don't believe that you can fit harvester in here. So yeah, you can give it a try. So yeah, there are, you know, a lot of barns and stuff that you can download from the mod hub, and they're pretty nice. You know, they're I think it's gonna do the job for you. But if you ask me what is my favorite, this is my favorite. Again, the gates are not as big as this garage that I already have, but it's you know, it gives you that feeling that you have something like a base, you know. Of course it's very expensive, but it's up to you. And this garage is also very nice. It is for tractors and harvesters, you know, combines, all that kind of stuff. Everything works for that. But I prefer this, you know, more cheaper buildings, you know, not very expensive stuff, because when you decide to move, because with forestry you have to move always. This is how it works with the forestry, unfortunately. But yeah, there is no way, there is no other way. It is just how it is. So yeah, when I start, when I know where my machinery or equipment is going to be, I immediately start looking for my house. I love these kind of alpine houses from the Alps, you know. And I love these garages that I don't really remember. If I remember correctly, they're from the mod hub. So you can store your vehicles in here also. And when you know where everything is going to be, it's very easy to build the proper road, you know, for the vehicles. Let's say we're gonna have 100% sawmill. I don't know about you, but prefer to start with smaller one, but for the sake of this video, let's start with bigger one. Let's say that we start with this one, and yeah, we're gonna have enough space for everything. So if you want to go a little bit more realistic with everything, you can choose between dirt roads and dirt gravel roads, asphalt roads. So it depends what do you like more, but I prefer this one, where you can just paint the area, and I prefer to be this way because it looks better, a lot better, to be honest. So when you have the asphalt ready, you can just take the brush and make sure that you're going to correct everything properly. Just the area where you're going to work, let's say where is the sawmill and all that. Make sure to have enough space for everything. Nice. Alright, this should be enough. And then we're gonna have road for the gas station. And then we can go straight to the garages. Nice. So this area here, we can plant some stuff, some trees, something green, just to be a little bit more beautiful and not to feel depressed when you're around. Yeah. So now I'm gonna show you what I do most of the times, and what I do is I love rocks a lot. So I go here, plants, and then I search for the best rocks for my situation, which are these ones, these, or there is one more that I love a lot. Where it is? I cannot find it. This one. So usually I use rocks because you know it the rocks are separating the asphalt from the green stuff very, very good. And despite that, it is just, I don't know, for some reason I just love the look of the rocks. I don't know why. You can do it your way. You can find um, some trees, for example. In the Farming Simulator 22, we had bigger options. I mean, we had more options in terms of trees, but in this game, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of options yet. But I'm waiting for improvement, and I'm pretty sure that somebody is probably working on that, but I don't have information. So I work with everything that I have, and honestly, I I never checked if there are some kind of mods that some trees in the King mods, but I have to check it out, to be honest. Probably there is going to be something interesting in terms of decoration and all that kind of stuff. Is going to be very helpful if you want to build the ultimate farm base or wherever. For example, if you build a farm, here is going to be a perfect spot for some kind of a silo and all that kind of stuff. But we right now our base is just like a demo version of what we can do, and I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna try to keep the video as short as possible. All right, so this is pretty much how I do it. So to not be that empty, you can put some trees in here, for example, like this. Just kind of like decoration, you know, just random spots. It it feels like so much better, you know, in terms of when you come here, you feel like welcomed, you know. And we can do the same here with stones and all that. But first we have to paint here the asphalt where the machines are gonna go in and out. And I don't really know why is this happening since the last update. When you're painting something, you have to do it twice, like this. And now with the other asphalt, see. Now we can start with the rocks again. At least this is my idea. This is my vision, what I have right now. So I'm sticking to my plan. You can see now how much better it is, at least in my opinion, of course. It seems so much better. Um, Now we can buy all the machines that we need, and I'm gonna show you how much better it looks like. Okay, we have the machines. We can park them now, and pretty much you're gonna see how the base is going to look like. Of course, here on the side we can also put some rocks and green stuff. I just want to leave it that way because my idea was that we're gonna be able to drive here with our machines in the forest. That way we're gonna be able to do forestry. And just to show you that excavator can fit in here, a really big one. This is small, very small excavator compared to what we have in store. You can see that you can store your equipment, forestry equipment. Farm equipment is gonna be even better, in my opinion. Here, you're gonna be able to store even more tractors in there. So pretty much this is how you build everything. Just you have to have a vision about all of the stuff that you want to have in your yard. So this is pretty much how I do it. Of course, it's not the best way, but this is how I always have done it. When you come here, you can pretty much see that everything is in order. There is no stuff everywhere, pretty much. We can store our logs here, right next to the container, And yeah, pretty much that is our driveway here. And if you want more lights, you can add street lights right next to the rocks. It's pretty simple build, but at the same time it looks very nice. And what I've spent like 2 millions, no, what 2 millions, 1 million and 200 and something euros, 200,000. So yeah, it's not very expensive built in terms of, I mean, you can clearly see that what we have built, and the area is pretty big. So yeah, if you have smaller, smaller area where you can build, you can spend a lot less. Um, you can save also from when the area is even everywhere. You're gonna be able to build a lot cheaper. And I'm hoping that the Terra Farm is gonna come out soon, and we're gonna be able to make money out of it, not give money for it. Where we're gonna be able to sell the rocks and the iron ore from the Terra Farm. So I believe it's gonna be soon. I hope. This is the build, guys. This is everything that we need, or you're gonna need to know. It's not something very very hard to do. Everybody can do it. Have fun with it, guys. Have fun. And subscribe if you're not. Like the video, share it with your friends, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.